Sunday, happy Race Day, and happy Memorial Day weekend. Let's take a moment, just a moment, to remember why we celebrate this weekend. We do it in honor and memory of those who served and are no longer with us, who lost their lives and gave it all when we asked them to sometimes. There was a call made and they stepped up to the plate. Sometimes there wasn't a call made. They made the decision to step up to the plate and they still ended up losing their lives. So we honor and remember them. So let's just take a moment of silence in memory of those who left it all so that we have the great freedom that we do in this United States. And yes, this is Memorial Day, but I also like to say thank you to those who may be serving or, have served. It's not easy to do. And thank you will never be enough. I appreciate you because I wouldn't get to talk NASCAR and drink my coffee and live my life the way I do, happy and free, if it weren't for y'all. So thank you. Now, on a happier note, let's talk a little bit about the Kyle Larson show of Kansas, because literally it was the Kyle Larson show at Kansas. He won all three stages, literally. He got maximum number of points possible with 61, which is insane. There was only 15 lead changes and among 9 drivers. Kyle Larson, Alex Bowman, Kyle Busch, Denny Hamlin, Ty Dillon, Chase Elliott, Carson Hoofgar, Christopher Bell, Joey Logano. That was it. Other than that, it was literally Kyle Larson. I don't know. What the world? Sorry, I have my babies, aka my pitties, today in the house, and they're making all kinds of noise. So, we had AJ Allmendinger, who lost an engine. Denny Hamlin, who was out again this week because of a drivetrain issue. Brad Keselowski, who can't seem to get it together. He was in an accident. He can't catch a break at all, literally. We only had 7 caution flags. Only 7. Not a big deal. 2 of those were for changing of the stages. It was It had action, but literally, it was still mainly the Kyle Larson show. But seriously, what? Huh? Is it just me, or do we just not? I don't like when one driver just dominates the whole daggone race, pretty much. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Let's share the happiness with other drivers. I get it. Your car was really good. It was great. But let's share the love. And I guess he just wasn't ready to share the love yet. With everybody else, it was like down between him and Christopher Bell. And Christopher Bell didn't have quite enough. I think maybe if he had a couple more laps, he might have caught, but not. He didn't quite catch him there at the end to attempt to get that away from him, sadly. Kyle Larson, Christopher Bell, Ryan Blaney, Chase Briscoe, Alex Bowman, Josh Berry, Ryan Preece, Christopher Buescher, Joey Logano, John Hunter Nemechek were your top 10. From there, we did have a couple cars that went to R&D, and Chris Buescher and team, aka RFK, got penalized heavily after R&D was done at Kansas. And it was a hefty find. They found, or what they said they found, was a incorrectly on the front bumper. It wasn't placed right, and because of that, they got hit very hard with a penalty. And with that penalty, it set them back significantly. Now, they have come out. They have said that they were going to appeal that. I believe their appeal is this coming Wednesday. If I recall correctly. And hopefully, right, because they are appealing it, that means like the people who were suspended do not have to be suspended yet while they do it. So it is a level 1 penalty. And it broke NASCAR section 14.1C and 14.5.4.G in the rule book regarding the overall assembly vehicle rules and the front bumper cover. They were docked 60 drivers and owner points, 5 playoff points, and the team was fined $75,000. Scott Graves was suspended for 2 events. He voluntarily went ahead and served one of those at North Wilkesboro during the All-Star race last weekend. And will continue, they say, to sit out for Charlotte tonight for the 600. But they have decided to go ahead and appeal it. They did say, we respect NASCAR's commitment to fair competition and appreciate the opportunity to engage in the appeals process. Buescher was in 14th and in the provisional, 33 above the cutoff line. But when they lost their 60 points, this put him at 24th, 27 below the line to advance, which is almost, not quite, but almost to a point where he's gonna have to win to get in, or get to the point where he is scoring maximum points here the next several weeks, as they go in to each and every race. That's a tough penalty to overcome. 60 points. And we're looking at Kyle Larson just won 61 points for the fastest lap, 1, and then 2, winning the race. That's literally an entire race worth of points. So it's pretty much you have to win to get all of those points back, or you're kind of in a stuck position and trying to claw your way up again, which really bites. They did have the All-Star race as well at North Wilkesboro. And with that, Christopher Bell did just beat out Joey Logano for the All-Star race. So congratulations to Christopher Bell on that win at the All-Star race. This week, we did get quite a few notifications of some contract extensions. So William Byron is locked in at Hendricks for several more years. He signed a contract extension with them this week. And Kyle Busch has also signed with RCR through next year. So 2 big signings this week, while we are, looking at the Coca-Cola 600. The big issue that a lot of people are having this week is the fact that we are switching to Prime today. So they did announce that there will not be a full screen commercial while racing is going on, which will be nice, I guess. I'm looking forward to seeing how this goes. At least for myself. There we go. But not everybody has Prime. And I've talking to a lot of football fans over, with football draft just happened recently in April, and then having the preseason right here upon us, and the breakdown of what they have to spend to watch all of their games if they want to see every game. I was just like, goodness gracious. It's insane. So I'm like, yeah, I'm starting to feel like NASCAR is like this too, because now we have Prime, and you have to have cable or a streaming service that you can stream those cable channels. So that does take quite a few people out of the loop of being able to watch it. So I guess, at what point do you look at your fan base and say, this is where we draw the line? Because we still want the TV viewership. I don't know. I don't have an answer for that one, but I guess we'll see today, though, how things go with Prime, how they do things. Will fans be happy? And then will we see more races on Prime going forward? I'm holding out judgment until I see how this rolls, because I'm not sure yet. But I'm gonna stay positive. They have a great team, from what I know, commentating. So this shall be interesting to hear. Last night, William Byron conquered Charlotte in overtime. So in the 17. Today, Kyle Larson is attempting to do the Indy 500, because it is the day of Indy 500, as well as the Coke 600. Last year, he attempted to do both. And weather in Indy caused an issue, sadly. This time, it looks like the issue might be the weather in Charlotte. And that might play into his favor. Oh, yeah, it looks like the weather in Indianapolis stops. So there was like a cell of rain that was heading towards Indianapolis. But it breaks up, it looks like. So they might get some rain, but not enough, I think, that they can't get the track dry and get that race started at a decent time. But the forecast that we have here is for Charlotte is at least a 40% chance of rain tonight, which is doable, but definitely something that we'll have to keep our eyes on for Charlotte. I know the year that I went to the 600, it rained the entire time, pretty much. It wasn't pretty at all. So there is a nice system sitting right now in South Carolina, and that's bringing some decent rain this morning. So just keeping an eye on how that lifts possibly into North Carolina and Virginia throughout the day, possibly. So could we only be looking at half? I don't know. But Kyle Larson is starting 19th, I believe, at Indy. And he is second at Charlotte. So after he's had 2 crashes at Indy, we have seen several rough crashes here at Indy over the last 2 weeks as they prepared for the 500. And then there's been the big shakeup that's happened with the Penske team, and that's a whole nother ballgame. So I guess we'll have to see how that affects, the Penske group today. Will they be all focused and on their A game for this wonderful, 400 laps at Charlotte tonight? So we are looking at 13 sets of tires for tonight. Fuel is between 62 and 70 laps. It's supposed to be about 70 degrees tonight. Like I said, about 40% chance of rain when we start. Chase Briscoe has the pole. Kyle Larson, William Byron, Christopher Buescher, AJ Allmendinger, John Hunter Nemechek, Ty Gibbs, Noah Gragson, Alex Bowman, and Christopher Bell are what we're looking at right now. Possible it could change if anybody has last minute corrections that they do before the green flags falls tonight at around 6:27. So it is a little early in the morning to be able to know if anybody may fall to the back yet. But if anybody falls to the back, we'll let you know, of course, throughout the day. Hopefully we don't have that issue. It is going to be on Prime today. It is their first race of the season. And today is we're going to have all the pre-race. Today is, the Coca-Cola 600 and all that comes with it. Charlotte does an amazing job with that. So Taps is being performed around 6:04. The Air Force Band will be playing. The national anthem will be performed at 6:05. Amazing Grace starts at 6:02. They normally do bring the cars to a stop in between stages 2 and 3 for honor and remember. Prime will start broadcasting at 5. If you need to listen to it, PRN or SiriusXM channel 90. I guess we'll just have to hope that the weather holds out. And then Christopher Bell led 90 laps to win May 26th 6 of 2024 race that was shortened by rain after 374 miles, which is when Kyle Larson last year tried to do the double and didn't make it back quite in time to get in the car to successfully do the double. He made it back just to be caught in the rain. That delayed the Indianapolis 500. That shortened the Coca-Cola 600. So will today be a success? I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait and see how that one plays out as well. I don't know how he does it. The man's always racing, literally always racing. I feel like all the time we hear Kyle Larson is in something, whether it's a sprint car or a dirt car. Now he's, in an Indy car. He's literally behind the wheel all the time. So happy Sunday, happy race day, have an amazing Sunday, and a great holiday weekend, y'all. And I will talk to y'all next weekend. Bye.